That's why I like how long before I need work.
What's that?
My name, like Jackie, like our and then the top would be the window part that's part of
Styrofoam. I'm doing a hot wire cutter. And I'm cutting out mold shapes of it.
There's an artist
Sliding rolling.
She doesn't do the lights. Let's see what she
Everybody else, sorry if I don't know your name, but
I'll try to do it.
Okay. So it'll be lightweight then?
we'll see how to
No, probably like carry the pieces on top of
see her stuff before she she's been here
that one's fresh. I'm a heavy guy. Closet throwing plastic on it. So then put cabin crates on it. And that's how I found out.
They also do that for women making t-shirts and then you duct tape yourself so you can shape one piece. Cut off, just so you know.
Then cut that out. So he's got like, but then I found these places and I don't know my own.
That's just my robots and stuff.
I also have things like that. There's a lot of nice ones that look like two-part.
Yeah, so then you can make a hat that fits. Several layers in there.
It's not always a given size. A lot of the art stores without one
Also, they dance with them, so that's probably very stumpy.
I'm wondering about frosted line.
Well, it's probably not sharp.
It's probably
Or there's a very thin layer of there are some power strips in there. So it's pretty hard.
Hey folks, we're just about to start in 1 minute. Sorry for the delay, but I think there's electricity. There's a cord coming that way, and I just want to kind of plug this in. Do you think it'll go that far?
There's one here too.
Sorry about that.
Mine will be all.
Are we supposed to check out sometimes make she makes the dress?
No, if you're registered, are you? Did you sign up for this workshop?
Oh, very well. I've seen 20 years.
Okay, then the program Nexus office should be able to grab more chairs. Sorry, I'm just leading the workshop, but I don't organize that stuff.
No, I just need it.
She doesn't make it what I like. Most of the time when she makes work with us, don't tell me
Whoever's sitting
we are registered. And animated is almost historical, and then we start doing research and then we realize that it really
Alright, so there's one chair over there, by the way, folks, and we have 23 people signed up for this workshop. There are more than 23 people here. I personally, I'm flattered, and I'm going to continue and get started. And yeah.
But people who signed up don't necessarily do that. No, it's fine. Don't worry.
So my name is Basil. I'm an artist, and I'm here to talk about how I create headpieces out of EVA foam. And my hope for this workshop, of course, making headpieces or detailed headpieces out of EVA foam takes me months. It takes any person at least a month, to really craft. But what I want to do here is I want to show you the tools I use and how I use them and where I use them. And I want you to kind of have a first-hand and hands-on experience with the tools, what they are, pass them around, how I use them, and go through the process from start to finish of creating the headpieces. The advantages of working with EVA foam is that it's very light. So it's useful in performance, it's useful in cosplay, it's useful in variety media, and pieces that are made out of EVA have been seen more and more nowadays. In fact, it really competes with 3D printing and plastic printing because you can 3D print something, but you can't really augment it once it's printed. But with EVA foam, you can cut things out, whether digitally or by hand. It's very easy to work with. It can masquerade as metal, it can masquerade as wood, it can masquerade as so many different materials. And it is sculptable. It is something you can craft and change, which is I think why people really like it. So this PowerPoint presentation just kind of like keeps me organized. I thought there was going to be a projector, but even if there isn't, it's not a huge deal. So I wanted to start today with the tools of the trade and how they're used. So if you're going to get started and you're going to create your own headpiece, in my case I typically create a helmet and then I create pieces that are coming off the helmet. And sometimes the helmet is masked and you didn't know there was a helmet there in the first place. But that's the easiest way to get started, is to create something that wraps around your head and then anything you want flying off it. And so when I want to create, I always have the following material. So you probably know foam will be cut. And for foam to be cut, you need blades, and those blades need to be sharp. So I'm a big believer in a retractable blade. This is one of the stars of the process. It's incredibly important to have a good blade, one that screws shut and tightens. And then along with that, you need a blade sharpener like Crenshaw. A lot of people that work with paper and with X-Acto knives are constantly changing out the X-Acto knives when they get dull. The blades get dull after 5 cuts if you're cutting EVA foam. So changing the blades is not an option. So what you do is you own one of these, you purchase one of these. They're easy to find on Amazon. This one's called Crenshaw. And I'll pass it around. And you engage in a 2-sided sharpening just by rubbing the sharpener against the blade. Kind of at an angle like that, like you would cut. And flip it over to the same on the other side. And the difference is night and day in cutting. So I'm not sure that we can cut on these surfaces, but I'll figure something out or I'll find a way. And I'll show you why. Let me try to cut on this surface, on the plastic that I provided. So with the dull blade, your cuts are going to be very jagged and not very nice. So it barely cuts through the foam because this blade is completely dull. With the sharp blade that I just sharpened, I can shorten it down to maybe double the thickness of the foam itself. Don't need it to be too long. Goes right through, cuts through it like butter. And the other thing you'll notice is these blades make straight cuts without a ruler. Because of the thickness of the blade, this blade might not. You might need a metal ruler to guide you. But I cut a lot of these pieces without rulers, especially those straight edges there. The blade straightens itself. So that's a really handy thing to know. Okay. Barge liquid cement is one of the stars of this show. And we use barge all the time. Does anyone know what this is? What it's called?